Multicultural education, whether looking at it at its most simplistic and performative, or looking at it all the way as building a pluralistic society that's transforming itself towards true democracy and pluralism, that's foundational to the work of schooling. The United States is a pluralistic democracy built on the belief that every citizen is capable and worthy of self-government. And it also requires that we build community together. And our society is increasingly diverse. We would say that schools are now majority minority, predominantly students of color or biracial students. So in order to move forward as a collective pluralistic democracy, we need intercultural competence and multicultural understanding to even begin to forge an idea of what a shared multicultural democracy is. Public schooling in the United States is at its core supposed to be the place where we learn to forge community across difference. But we also care in the 20th century and 21st century in schools about equitable and just outcomes for all students. We can't do that without multicultural education, culturally relevant and sustaining pedagogies. When we notice things like achievement gaps, when we notice things like differential disciplining in schools, and when we dig down into why they're happening, what we see is that school is a space that was never designed to welcome students of diverse backgrounds. It was designed to sort and slot students into their social role. What different pedagogies that attend to difference are trying to do is to transform schools to be more equitable places. We know, for example, from the Mexican American Studies program in Tucson, where when they engaged in culturally relevant learning and ethnic studies, that students who had previously been failing at school by any measure, they saw increased graduation rates, increased test scores, increased attendance. By any measure, students performed better at school. So on a really instrumental level, curriculum and teaching like multicultural education, they ensure that we have more just and equitable outcomes for students.